Hey yo, what is happening? It is your boy Big Monster. Today we're back with Beeswax, but it's the reboot, I guess. I don't know. But I know Will said that I guess he's just like updating the art. I mean, changing it. I don't know how much he's changed, but I checked out Beeswax way back when I did Strick's Agency, I believe. It was when I finished Strick's Agency and I did some of Beeswax just to do it. But yeah, he decided to redo his series, so we're checking it out in its own video this time. So we got I guess like the prologue type of thing, and then like I was waiting for him to do like the first chapter, you know, like it's like 1, 2, 3. So like that's how he has it labeled. So let's go. You see the content warning. I don't know who it is, but rip. I can't believe this. Calm down. Please, I don't want to. You don't want to argue. Okay, I was like, is this a fucking eye? It's well within my right to. You lied to me. No, I didn't. And can you just put the bag down? Damn. You don't get to tell me what to do, Soma. This is the last straw. To be honest, I should have left a long time ago. You're throwing the soccer trophy at him? Dante, I swear I can't land another job. I can land another job. How many times have you told me that? Yeah, throwing the soccer trophy at him. First the art store, the museum, all the way to selling your paintings on the sidewalk. Not once did you care enough to tell me you were struggling. I could have helped you out of your mess, but now you've screwed everything up. So we're done. I'll come by for the rest of my stuff later. You don't have to leave now. Damn, backhand the fuck out of him. Yeesh. Shut up. You damn. Dropped him to the floor. Say one more word and I'll throw something heavy. Could you do that at least? Damn. Bye. Slammed the door behind him. Well, that's tough. I'm guessing that was like his boyfriend. I think, I don't really know, but I'm guessing that was like the what it was. And okay, so they were struggling too. Is it like, were they fired or did they quit? That's the question here, because it would be worse if this motherfucker Soma was quitting his jobs rather than him getting fired from his jobs. Ding. Looks like a business email. All right. Hello and greetings on your work in profile. Is that like, you know, LinkedIn? It says you are currently available for work requests. However, I am looking for an entomologist and not for your very impressive artist skills. I farm a wide variety of bees that require lots of care and attention. I am finding it harder and harder to do so. I am in Lancaster Valley. Oh, yo. Speaking of bees, I just watched the Jason Statham Beekeeper movie yesterday. It was pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, you should know. It's a Jason Statham movie. It's like a 6.5, 6.6, you know. Or in like the above average range, you know. That's where those movies usually go, you know. But either way, which is a bit of a drive from most cities, and it can put you in my house either permanently or until you find an apartment. I have plenty of money to pay you as much as you needed, whatever is the standard. You are quite accomplished and would be a great help to me and my research. They're looking for a bee farmer? It's called a beekeeper, but whatever. Guess that means I'm moving to the country. Oh man, no studs over there. Damn. So hi there, you don't know me yet. That was intense, right? Make sure to check out Will. You know, there's always does all this stuff. There you go. But like the chapter. Now we go into the main stuff. Chapter 1. All right, we just read this. Ready to meet face to face. Okay. So this is the place, huh? All right. Here we go. All right, well, let's go. Fake happy. I see you. Why don't you try knocking first? What? Who show yourself? So there's a talking cat in this. I see. Self? Excuse me. Thank goodness, it's just a cute little. Actually, I don't know if I'd call you cute, but his eyes are a little bit creepy. Yes. Listen, Bud. Bub would have been funnier, bro. Like, you would have been, listen, Bub. I wouldn't act like you're the belle of the ball yourself. You know what I'm saying? What? DB cat! And then, you know, falls through the fucking door. And there's a whole ass roll. This is where, you know, and like an action protagonist would be starting to get. He would just stand up and be like, now things are getting interesting. or a villain, yeah. This has to be a dream, right? Cats don't talk. Oh, did Caster spook you? Huh? I know I should have kept him inside, I swear. If he wasn't the one who knows how to use the computer, he'd be such a pain. And you better remember that. He's huge. Forgive me. You are the new beekeeper, right? Somalark at hivemail.com. Gee, hivemail, wow. Wow. He? I was. That's why I was like. I looked at. I was like. I must have said something wrong, bro. She's. I'm Maggie Moo at freemail.com, but you could call me Magrath. I wasn't planning to scare him, but the opportunity presented itself. You do it too. Don't lie. And would I be scared of a talking cat? I mean, I'd probably be like, yo, what the fuck? But I wouldn't fall through a door and do a whole ass another roll. Scared, you know? There's a difference in how spooked or scared one would be, you know? I don't think I'd be as just like terrified as this man Soma here. In your emails, you mentioned that the bees you keep are different than what would be used to. Yes. Than what you would be used to. Yes. Yeah, she's a big woman. She's a big woman. And I and I like me my Alcina Dimitrescu's. Bro, I like them. Tell me, how much do you know about magical creatures? Interesting. So, I thought this was just gonna be a beekeeper series where, you know, Soma just like, you know, falls in love with a dude, you know, but nah, we're now it's like magical bees and a big and a very tall ebony woman, bro. Interesting. Interesting. Also, do you have any phobias, allergies, rashes, or open sores? Oh wow, that's a lot. I only know that I've seen on. I only know what I've seen on the internet. So, no, I shouldn't. And no, I think that covers everything. Oh, goody good. I know how slowly mail can travel, so I wanted to ask in person. She does. Or does she not know how email works? Yeah, email's like almost instantaneously. Yeah, so she just like gave this man's like a bunch of chains. Okay, it's all quite simple. Once you memorize the type charts and build up all the necessary immunities, these magical artifacts should help smooth all that over. The type charts on the back of the shield. Oh, thank you, Margraf. The kid's brought your packages again. He's wondering where to put them all. Was he yelling, or was it like, do I go with the Margaret Brown? I feel like that would probably be how he sounded. Wondering where to put all the packages. I'll be right there. I'll be right back. Then I'll walk you to the bee conservatory. Please take your time. Don't worry about me. Okay. Chilling. He took off all the shits. I don't even know, like, all the necklaces. There you go. I don't know why I accepted this. I don't think I can be what she needs me to be. To be or no, to not to be. I can't go back. Maybe Dante will forgive. A lot to take in all at once, huh? Yo, funny thing is, they made the to be or to not to be joke in the Beekeeper movie with Jason Statham. They made it, bro. Of course they did. Huh? Growing up here doesn't help. Caster still gets me sometimes. Give it a few days and you'll fit in fine. You'll fit in fine. And that's him, bro. That's the man that'll be giving Soma wiener. Nah, let me relax. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. You need help with that? Nah, I should be good. As long as I don't. And there he goes. What did he... Oh, it's the shield, because, of course. And that's all, like... Is that, like, honey? Or... Nah, that looked like it's probably, like... That's, like, science equipment. What are they cooking up in here, bro? Meth? Like... And there he goes. All right. So Soma, you know, made sure to grab this man here and let the box fall all the way down. Are you okay? Yeah. Thank you. Pucker up. That's crazy. All right. Spill it. Oh yeah, we got very blue bees. Okay. Dude, you know, I really can't get away from bees, bro. I truly cannot, huh? You know, I can just never do it, man. Cause I just can't, bro. I be talking to, like, yo, Will, you like the second, like, series that involved bees that I've read, and it's just like, why do I even read it? Because, like, I don't like bees. I don't like bees, bro. I don't like the bees, hornets, wasps, whatever, all this, the entire family, bro. The entire space of whatever they're called, bro. I don't like them. I don't understand why I read it. Like, fucking what is it, King Bee with, like, the McKenna was writing. You know, I said it too. I hate bees, bro. It's like, and now I can't escape them, bro. Ever since I've fucking read that series, King Bee, voiced me. I can't fucking get away from him. Okay, I can't, bro. Though I think, oh, they're like electric bees. We better get out of here. Can you give me $20? I need milk and cookie. $20. $20. You're a straight man. The $20. And that's the last one. You should heal up quick. I just don't know how these things are so bad. Tyler had his bracelet on, and I gave you so many charms, Soma. I took them off. This would have been a lot worse without those. Thank you again. By the way, I never take it off. Well, let's all be thankful that spark bee stings aren't very lethal. That'd be a rough first day for you. Yep. Believe me, I've had worse. My life is misery. We haven't had a formal introduction, have we? I'm Tyler. Tyler Polaris. Nah, that probably wouldn't be his voice. Tyler Polaris. Nah, I run errands for the grocery store in town. Soma Lark. Entomologist. Is he really? Is he really though, or is he just an artist? Or no, he might be. He might be an artist, or he might be an entomologist, right? Like on the side, but his main like passion is art. That's probably what it is, right? That's probably what it is. That would make more sense. I think there's something in the air. Probably asbestos. There's lava in the air. All right. Okay. Okay, Will. Solid chapters. You know how it is. Boys. But all right. Let me know what y'all think about Beeswax, like the reboot of it, especially if you've read or if you've watched the other video on it, or honestly just read it yourself, because I know there's people that read it without watching the video of mine. So if you have seen it, read it, let me know. But anyways, it's been your boy King Mofs. It'll be a fantastic day, and I'll see you all later. Well, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay,
honestly.
okay. So we might as well get to the question, of why we're doing this sort of small interview after the reboot. So why did you reboot Beeswax, outside of obviously wanting to make it look better?
Because I hated the original.
Well, okay, understandable. Any reason why? Like what part about it and all that?
I thought I could do what I did with the previous series, Strix Agency, where with Strix, I never wrote a script. I never had anything planned out. I just like made episodes. But that's because like I had a lot of ideas that I could pull from for Strix, but with Beeswax, it really was kind of starting over from complete scratch. I had no ideas, so just making it up every episode was tough, very tough. Also, yeah, nothing was really thought out that well, so nothing was really clicking, and I didn't have a buffer like I had with Strix. With Strix, I was always like 7 weeks ahead of the release schedule. I was making episodes week to week for Beeswax because I tried to release Beeswax on the same day that Strix ended, which sounds like a good idea in theory, but because of that, I had no time to make a buffer.
I see.
So it was a lot of things.
Interesting. I was going to ask you, is the story gonna be different? But I mean, obviously it is. I read the few chapters of it. So is like obviously going like, is there any like difference in where you were planning to take it? Like, did you have any idea of what you wanted it to be before, or no?
No, I had like nothing.
Damn, that's crazy.
I had no idea.
That's crazy. And now we got magical creatures and shit. I know I didn't get far in the last one. We had like 8 chapters. I definitely didn't read all that because I read it after the Strix Agency one. But for this Beeswax reboot, how long do you plan this one to be?
It changes in my mind every so often, but I guess around 40 chapters. So like that's not including like parts, so like if like chapter 2, let's say, I think right now it's 3 parts. Same with chapter 1 is 3 parts. Not every chapter is gonna be multiple parts, hopefully. But yeah, like if you read all those, it's like one whole thing. Then I think around 35 to 40.
Okay.
In my head, that's small. I don't want to think about how it's actually not at all.
Yeah. So you have a clear way of how you want the series to end this time, or are you still making that up as you go?
I actually do have an ending. I only figured it out like 2 weeks ago, but
Wow.
I do have an ending.
Interesting.
I like to keep things very much in flux, but I like to have a lot of ideas. So I have a pretty heavy outline. I think I have up to like around 20 episodes outlined, with like a bunch of plot points and stuff, characters, but that can change really quickly. Like the final episode of the final part of chapter 1 originally was the start of episode 2, and then I decided to split part 2. I got episode 2 and or chapter 2. There's so many different terms that I use unnecessarily.
Yeah.
But I split chapter 2 into 2, and now it's 3 parts.
Okay.
So I was like, the beginning of 2 actually reads better as the end to 1. So like it's just always, it's little things like that keep changing, but generally I do know the actual ending. I know what the ending of the story is, which is a first for me. I never know what the ending is. I actually do now.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's
like-
good. That's good. I mean, at least you have something to like work off of now instead of just going with the flow.
Yeah.
So,
It's the worst part of Strix.
oh yeah.
I have thought about, should I fix the end of Strix? And it's like, I honestly just don't want to touch it. Like, it's done.
Yeah.
It's fine. Maybe one day I'll go back. The worst part's the ending.
Mhm.
I really was just so tired by the end.
Yeah, it just kind of just ends, you know?
It really ends, and I was like, can I try to make this like somehow artistic? And the answer is no, because it's just unsatisfying and boring.
Because I feel like if you try to go fix it, you have to start having to fix other things. So
I would have to cut. I would have to start around like episode 25.
yeah,
I would have to start making changes.
I feel like they would be a lot more complicated if you try to go and fix that. So I think it's just best to leave it as it is, as well.
Yeah.
So are you working with Comic Liam still on his reboot or no?
Laser tag. At the moment, I had to step away just because I'm still in school at the moment. It's my final. I'm taking my last 2 classes before I get my 2-year like degree in college. So I had to step away for a little bit until this quarter is over, and then probably come back. Most likely. But yeah, like having 2 different comics on my plate was not sustainable. So I had to leave one.
I got you. Speaking of other comics on the side, do you have any plans for after Beeswax, or are you working on something right now, like idea wise?
I have a few. I'm always working on something else on the side in some part, whether I'm just like thinking about it or not. I'm not sure what the first story I'm gonna release after Beeswax is. A friend and I have an idea that we'd like to pitch to like Viz Media for their like original manga stuff. I'm doing the art on that. So I need to learn how to do manga, which I'm not good at currently.
Okay.
Need to figure out how to do that. For a big series idea, I do have a fantasy one that I would like to do, like full like fantasy action.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah. I have posted the characters here and there on like social media and stuff every so often, because they've been in my mind for a long time. I think like with most people that have like a fantasy story.
Yeah.
I would like to do that one. Honestly, for that one, I want to put a lot of effort into it, and so I would like to be getting paid to do that one, like a webtoon original or something, or just a Patreon. I don't know.
Gotcha. I like to get money too.
Yeah.
Everyone wants money.
It's just like, because I'm thinking of it, and I'm like, it's gonna. I want to make it look really good. There's a cyberpunk story I would like to make. And then just a bunch of like assorted one-shot ideas. That would be fun.
Okay. That's good. A lot of options you can do. So, do you, with Beeswax, I really gotta understand, because like, were you intending for it to have magical creatures in it, or like, I thought it was just gonna be a normal BL? Like, what's going on with that? I was
So
confused.
there's always been, even in the original, there were like magical quote unquote
Mm-hmm.
elements. Um, I really, I turned them up a lot in the reboot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do like a more laid back, um, like Ghibli type thing, like Kiki's Delivery Service, where it's like, she can fly and she's a witch, and then like that's just kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I really like that, where it's just part of the world. Um, so yeah, that's sort of the angle that I'm going for. Um, there's not going to be an explanation on why there are
I see.
magical bees, other than like, well, I don't know. Do you want an explanation on why bears are real? Like, I don't know.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, I do. I know I mentioned it, like you haven't seen the reaction, but I mentioned it
mm,
because ever since I read King Bee over on Voice Me, like the one that
oh yeah.
McKenna was doing, I can't get away from bees. No, but I can't, bro. I hate I hate that whole family of insects, bro. I just can't get away from them.
That's fair.
So why bees though? I should ask that. Why bees?
Um, it's because the series came title first, which
Mm,
rarely happens for me. Because I was thinking of like, what's like a cutesy romance slice of life story, like title. What's a good like
yeah.
cutesy title? And I was like, well, like there's like the saying of like, mind your business, mind your beeswax or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So then I just searched it on webtoon and it didn't exist, and I was like, well, there you go, that's the title.
Okay. Yeah, very simple. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Cause I was just like, huh, beeswax. I'm like, I was intending for it to be just like, hey, beekeeper do fall in
Yeah.
love with a man, like, hey, stud, countryside stud. And like that's what I was thinking. No, we got magical bees that do things. I don't know what they do, but they do things.
Yeah.
I just I waited until you finished up the 3 parts because I was initially gonna do like 1 and 2. I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work.
Mm,
But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what you have store for it. I don't like. I probably should just keep reading it. Like I feel like that would be interesting. It would be the first BL I do.
Mm,
Obviously outside of your first rendition of it. But
yeah.
okay. I ran out of questions
It's
because I didn't make any.
it's not a strict like BL slice of life either.
Yeah.
As it goes on, um, this is also another thing that was not in the original that I was like, yeah, I need it, was action scenes. I actually just like drawing action scenes, so there is gonna be a bit of action
B fights.
um later on.
Okay.
Uh, some more mystery elements get introduced.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's more than just the romance, because I don't know, there's a lot of different kinds of stories that I like,
Mm-hmm.
and as I write a thing, they just start getting put more and more into what I'm writing. Like with Strix, I wasted a bunch of, not wasted. Um I used up a lot of fight scene ideas because
Mm-hmm.
that's how I was stringing the plot along. I've always wanted a highway fight. I've always wanted a club fight. Um, for like the longest time, I don't know how that started. And so
Yeah.
like Strix was, I was using up all my action set piece ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And now with Beeswax, I like stories like Twin Peaks, or Gravity Falls, that are like bunch of weird characters in a town and things are happening and they're kind of supernatural.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so yeah, that's sort of, I've tried writing it before, where that was like the premise and it was horrible. But now where it's getting attached to something else, I'm actually liking it a lot more. So
Mm-hmm.
that is gonna, those other elements are gonna start popping up pretty soon.
Okay. I just thought of something when you were talking. The first
Mm,
chapter, like when obviously they hit like Soma, right? Yeah, that's the main character's name.
yeah,
He broke up with, I don't remember dude's name, but he broke up with them. They broke up.
yeah.
Did you what was is there any implication behind that with anything or no? I just want to know. Would you do? Why'd you add that? I guess.
Um, I felt, narratively speaking, that I needed to show a more concrete reason for
Mm,
why Soma's a lot more detached as a protagonist. Um, which, like, he's not a very active person. Like, he does
mm,
things, um, but he's not that much of a go-getter. Um, and uh, I felt like showing that would be a lot better than like having to describe it, because that was a big problem with the original, is that like the characters weren't defined to
mm,
me. So like I was just kind of writing things, and I think I was writing like multiples of the same character. So um it was something to keep in, to force me to put into the comic so that I would keep it in mind while I was writing.
okay.
Um, and
Yeah.
like it'll come up every so often. Um, it did kind of in chapter one, where like when the screen went like fuzzy and there was like the static. That's sort of like the like visual cue of like Soma's got his like, I don't know, like PTSD trauma.
Mm.
Um,
His
so
PTSD of
that
a broken heart. Yeah, I guess
so
so.
it'll show up every so often.
Mm-hmm.
But like the X character, he's not gonna show up again. I
Oh,
have no
I was
concept.
gonna wonder that because
Yeah,
like, does he make a reappearance to like but I was like, yeah, it would make sense not to bring that man
yeah,
back. That was interesting. I was wondering because if I remember correctly, like the first one really like when I read of it, it really didn't give him or give us a reason why he was just there taking up this new job. It
yeah,
was just kind of like new chapter in his life, you know. So
yeah, yeah. There really wasn't a reason. There's a lot of things that happen, so it's like, I don't know. I have to make something up. Um, and yeah,
that's what you got. Yeah, I mean, I was like, I first started the chapter with like abuse in this chapter. I'm like, okay. I mean, like all he did from what I saw is like, he hit him once and then threw a soccer trophy at him for some reason. Interesting,
yeah.
interesting. But
I put the warning
okay,
because I was like, it's not that bad,
yeah,
but like, if someone's got a thing, it's not really it's not a necessary chapter.
yeah,
Um, it's, you can sort of get the vibe from just reading, and like, you can skip it.
mm-hmm,
That's why I contemplate putting like the mature warning on the series, that
mm-hmm,
Webtoon has, where it's like, this is for mature readers, and I was like, I don't think we're gonna get this level anywhere else, so I think
yeah.
it's fine if it's a one-off.
Because
Um,
I was just curious about that chapter because it just felt like out of place a little bit if you guess what I'm
yeah,
understand what I'm saying. Yeah, interesting.
I think it'll fit in as the series goes on, but
Mm-hmm.
I did want to make it feel um disconnected, sort
Okay.
of, where it's like, this is a very like, like lots of blue, half of it is in black and white,
Yeah.
um very different from him moving. When he moves, it's like a lot of color,
Yeah.
a lot of it.
Yeah. I got you.
So I did want to make it feel sort of like, like this is his old life, this is the end of like his old life, and then he moves and the whole color palette changes.
All right.
um so yeah.
All right. I have noticed the improvements in art because I am just as I talk about it, remembering more of the first one. I do see it. I do see it.
Oh
I
yeah,
good. We like to see
i don't
improvement.
even I don't even look at the original Beeswax. I've contemplated taking it down. I just don't, because there's a lot of followers and likes on it, and I'm like, that looks nice.
Yeah.
I always compare it to Strix,
Yeah.
just because that was, I don't know, like I look like episode one of Beeswax, the reboot, and look at episode one of Strix, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm doing good. I'm doing good so far.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, comparison's nice. I mean, I'll continue supporting it. I like it. I like what you're doing.
alright,
But I got
thank
nothing else
you.
for y'all because I forgot to write more questions. I keep doing that.
It's
This is
good.
the first time.
I got a question for you. What do you
Oh,
think of the cat character, Caster?
oh, I mean, yeah, like I said before, you haven't seen it yet, but I think he's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Like thing to add, I guess. But I mean, I saw you put the
yeah.
thing at the end of the chapter, like, you would be scared too, huh? Like, I mean, there's different types of scared here. I don't know if I do a backflip type of scared, but you know, I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I asked because like I get a lot of polarizing reactions to him. I've gotten people that say like he's the best character. I've also had people tell me like you need to take him out of the story. I hate him so much.
Interesting.
So I ask. But yeah, he also does get development. You know, he's because I've thought about like I don't know. I've had people ask like shouldn't her like because he's the witch's familiar, you know, like as they have. And people have asked me like I don't know, shouldn't it be like a bee or something? And I was like, I don't know, I would rather draw a cat. And so then I made up like the lore reason, world building reason that's like, well, just because like she works with bees doesn't mean that her familiar is a bee. You can have like a different familiar and be into something else. That's just that was just my reason to just not have to draw like a weird bee character because I felt like that would be more annoying.
A weird talking bee character. Yeah. But I mean, I don't hate him. It's definitely like an interesting like I guess like switch between like all the characters. So like obviously there's like the sort of depressing Soma. The I forgot the love interest's name. I forgot his name. But him, there's him, he's that, and then obviously there's the witch lady, you know, they really like, you know, they fill like their roles, and then there's just like the cat that just adds like a little like spice to it, you know, makes it more interesting to read. There needs to be a mascot, man, just needs to be.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad it wasn't a bee. Just obviously outside of the fact that I hate bees, I think it wouldn't. I feel like it not being a bee makes more sense than it being a bee. Because she takes care of bees, and her like it would make more sense if it wouldn't be. I don't know. Yeah, but I like it. I'll read more. Anything else you would like to say? Will?
I can't think of anything at the moment.
Damn. Well, guess we can wrap this up here. Make sure to check out Beeswax if you haven't already. Do that. Go rate that. 9 out of 10. 10 out of 9, whatever. I know that's what I rated at 9.
Good score.
Yeah. But, all right. I appreciate you showing up for these 20 minutes.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but all right. I'll catch you later then, Will.
All right.
Hopefully we can have this another time where I'm more prepared.
Okay.